everybody, it's Tamika. I am here to share with you a quick, easy, and inexpensive DIY photo/video display. This is a way where you can take pictures to post them on your social media without the interference of the background visual noise. This will help when you're doing YouTube videos as well, to put your projects so that the audience or the viewer will be able to see just the clean and crisp image of whatever it is that you're sharing. So this is a very inexpensive idea. It cost me less than $3, so I am going to show you how to put it together. Let's get started. What you will need is a good pair of scissors, and then you'll also need a craft knife, X-Acto knife, or some type of utility knife. You'll need some foam board. I picked up mine from the Dollar Tree. You'll need some spray adhesive, and if you're a crafter, you should have this already on hand. And you'll need some clear shipping or packing tape, or duct tape will work too. You'll also need a ruler and a pencil. And finally, you'll need the designer poster board that you could pick up from Hobby Lobby. I got mine for $1.39. It is normally $1.99, and it was on sale for 30% off. So that's what I picked up, and I like this design. So let me share with you where it stands in the Hobby Lobby aisle. You don't have to pick up that wood background that I picked up. I wanted something to be the least distracting so that when my projects come out, whatever pattern paper I use, it won't be too busy to the eye. But this is all of the designs that they have, at least in my Hobby Lobby. There's polka dots, stripes, there's lots of floral patterns, there's glitter paper. Some were empty, and I took the last one of the poster board. But this is the aisle that you will find it there at Hobby Lobby. You can also use vinyl sheets. These happen to be on sale at Joann's for $3.97. They're on clearance, and they are the mink. I think they're with the mink collection is where you can find these at, and I've used vinyl before. Alright, so the first thing you want to do is take your ruler and measure out how long you want your board to be. If you're just using it for pictures and you're going to take it with you, then I would make it smaller if you're just using it for cards or something. But I will be using mine as both a photo background and then sometimes a video background for my larger projects. So I am just measuring mine to be 2 feet long. So I'm just taking my ruler and marking off at the 12-inch mark in 3 places of the poster board. This will make sure that I get the best cut line when I'm cutting it with the X-Acto knife or the other knife. So all I'm doing is I mark the tips of those edges, and now I'm connecting those edges with a straight line so that I know that that space is evenly 1 foot. And I'm just going to do it again so that I can make sure that it's 2 feet. I'm going to continue to do the exact same thing by starting where I left off with the first set and marking it in 3 places. You can mark it more if you don't feel like that you can continue the straight line all the way from the left end to the right end of the board. But I just do it just 3, the beginning, the middle, and the end, and then kind of connect them from there. So this is the best place for me to video. It's the best sunlight. Otherwise, my craft space isn't this big to do this video. So sorry that I'm like all up and through the video, but you know, it is what it is. So after I get done measuring all of that, I'm going to take my army knife, and like I said, you can use a craft knife or what have you. I wouldn't suggest using scissors because it makes the edge kind of rough and it looks ugly. So I'm just following that pencil line right down the middle so that I can fold it up and put it together. So there will be a little bit of space left over at the end. You can just toss that. Alright, so what you want to do now is take both of those pieces, and mine measure 12 by 20 inches, so that you want to put them at that angle and see how wide it is so it'll get in your whole camera shot if you're doing video or photo. Take your clear shipping tape and match the 2 pieces together. You can use duct tape. I had clear tape from just stuff that I do, and I decided to use that, and it's very thin and it's pliable, so I'm able to get that 90-degree angle without much fuss. So I put the tape on the front and I put it on the back. Just make sure you keep moving it so that it'll stay in that 90-degree angle. take your paper and make sure you want it to be at the direction that you like it, and then you want to measure it out on top of your pieces once you have them together. So at this point, you just take your scissors, do a rough cut. I left a little bit excess around. It was like maybe ½ inch to an inch around the edges, so that just in case I fold it and it shortens up, any of that, I want to just leave room for error. Because I know that I'd rather cut more and cut some more off later than cut it too short and have to go back to Hobby Lobby. So I'm just cutting around the perimeter of that foam board and making sure that everything is lined up the way that I want it to be. So once you're done with that, you want to take your spray adhesive, I'm using the Elmer spray glue, and you want to spray the back of the paper, the designer paper from Hobby Lobby, and you want to give it a good just a good spray. You can use your wet glue. I wouldn't suggest using hot glue because then you'll have bumps in it. But I tried it with the wet glue and I didn't. Unless you sit there and caress it and rub it and wait for it to quick dry and all that, it gets bubbles in it. And I don't like the bubbles. I don't like the ripples. But this spray glue was perfect. So, and it adhered. If you feel like it's not sturdy enough, you can go ahead and attack the ends, the perimeter, with a hot glue. But it worked. See, I just laid it down there for 1 second and it was already stuck to the board. So go ahead and lay that out really well. Flip it over and cut off all of the extra that you don't need, whether it's the foam board or it's the paper. So when you're creasing it, just make sure you be careful, be slow, and so that it doesn't have those warped corners that you do not want. So see how much excess I had over, so I want to make sure that I was good when I got done with that spray glue, because that spray glue does not play. So yeah, I folding it over, making sure it's nice clean edges, and sorry I'm off camera, so that's why I'm just trying to talk it through. And all I'm going to do right here is take off the extra off the side, and that's it. So what I ended up doing is, because I wanted to stay at a 90-degree angle and I don't want to have to lay it on something all the time, sometimes I want an outside shot. So what I ended up doing was adding just a little bit of twine on the edges of the board at the top and the bottom using hot glue, so that it will stay in that 90-degree angle and I can place it anywhere. I don't have to lean it against anything. I can just place it and use my project, or use it for my project, and it's pretty mobile. So that's all I have for you guys. I do hope you enjoyed this and will try this. Like the video if you like it, and like I said, the board was $1.39, and even if you don't catch it on sale, it was $1.99. The I'm sorry, the designer board was $1.99, and the poster board was from the Dollar Tree, which was $1. So under $3 DIY I think works. And then have fun taking those pictures, and I wish you guys well. Thank you so much for watching. Talk to you soon. Bye.